Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I just wanted to talk about the Spider-Man movie. I heard it's supposed to be one of the best superhero movies that's come out. Basically, the reason I wanted to make this video is because, I've only recently in like the past 2 years or so, have enjoyed going back to the theaters to watch movies. I've slowly come back and I've actually been enjoying it quite a lot actually, because there is such a big difference between seeing a movie at home where you can be distracted by anything, even though you can't pause the movie, but there's such a big difference in seeing it in a big screen with the audio system that they have there. And aside from that, there's only one other thing that I don't like, besides what we're going to talk about today, which is that I don't like going to opening movie nights. I don't know what it is with people at opening nights. I mean, I guess they're excited, but like I cannot stand people being cringe or just talking during the movie. So I don't go to opening nights. The last time I did anything remotely similar to that was when Endgame came out. And I don't even think it was the first night. I think it was the third night showing for it. But literally, kids and adults talking during the movie. We had people behind me freaking talking and narrating while there was like the more suspenseful parts of the movie. And it was so freaking annoying. I could not stand it. Never doing that again. Except for the new Mission Impossible that's going to come out soon. I'm going to come for that one because I'm a big fan of Tom Cruise. Okay, so I got introduced to Spider-Man when I was a little kid. I had the Mega Block set of the New York buildings with Spider-Man and Dr. Octopus. I played Spider-Man 2 on the PlayStation 2. I watched Spider-Man 3 times in the theaters when I was younger, if you can believe it. And trust me, my dad did not like that. But needless to say, I am a big fan of Spider-Man. The reason why I love him is the same way I guess everyone loves him. All kids and adults love him. It's because he's a superhero. He's basically the face of New York City. He's acrobatic. He shoots enemies with his webs. He can rope them in. He can do a bunch of combos. He's super strong. But the main thing I really liked him for was because of the mask, actually. Peter Parker's face was completely covered. So when I saw the action figure, when I saw the character of Spider-Man for the first time, I didn't see who was behind the mask, nor could I see what the skin color was. And I guess what it did for me was it kind of put in my head that anybody could be under the mask. It doesn't have to be, white. It could be white, red, yellow, brown, black, whatever. But I love that basically everybody was Spider-Man. But today, there's a lady on TikTok who actually came out with a video recently trying to stir up some shit, and I think her profile even says in her bio, it says, "I love debating," or "I love arguing with fanboys," or whatever. So her arguments are gonna be good. This lady, she tries to make the point that the movie is about race, and you're gonna see this in a little bit, which is so dumb.
Talk about racism in the Latinx community. Spoilers if you haven't seen Across the Spider-Verse. Miles' mother gave him a very moving pep talk about how he belongs in most spaces, in all spaces. And obviously you're interpreting that as she's thinking he's going to go to Princeton and, these white people are not going to be, welcoming. Surprise, surprise, like normal, it was a non-black Latin man being the most racist.
First of all, what the actual hell is wrong with you, lady? Like, dude, what? Are you kidding me? First of all, in the movie, Miguel wasn't being racist. In fact, even though it was very short-lived, and I actually have seen the movie at this point, so not spoilers, I guess, if you still haven't seen the movie as late as I have. But Miguel, even though he's really short and he's kind of an asshole to people, like he was that towards everybody. He kind of seems like he doesn't like anyone. It is his character. And second of all, he wasn't being racist to Miles. He was trying to explain to him why the Spider-Men have the tragic backstories that they have. So, I guess I'm going to spoil it now. If you want to skip this part, go ahead. But basically, Miguel explains in the movie that every character has an arc where certain events, canon events, have to happen in order to complete the web of the multiverse of all the Spider-Mans. And all of these stories connect to each other and makes the multiverse what it is. And if any one of them are broken, if any one of these canon events are broken, it could cause a catastrophic event where the multiverse is in jeopardy. Alright? So what Miguel was trying to do, though admittedly very crassly, was trying to explain to Miles that unfortunately for him, he messed up one of the Spider-Man's timelines where his canon event was to have that officer in that universe die. But because he saved him, it prevented that canon event from happening. Thus, he tampered with the timeline. It wasn't that she's being racist to him. Why are you reducing this man to, oh, a non-Latino black man? A non-black Latino man is being racist towards Miles. And that's for the heart-to-heart that Miles had with. I interpreted that as the conversation that his mom had with him, because she knew Miles was lying about his secret that he had, that he was Spider-Man. I didn't know that it was about, the coming into spaces and not being welcomed by the white man. I don't know where you got this from. You literally pulled this out of your ass. What are you talking about?
It's so heartbreaking, yet not surprising that the first person to say, "You don't belong here, Miles," was another Latin man.
Well, it's very fucking surprising to me.
A biracial Latin man.
No one cares.
If he cared about balance so much, why didn't he create a Spider-Man in Universe 42? That went out of his way to make sure that Miles was uncomfortable the entire time.
No, he didn't. He made sure to tell Miles the truth the entire time. And he wasn't pulling any punches. You know, because that's what honest people do. When someone like Miguel has been taking care of the timeline, which he later angrily tells Miles is like, I've been cleaning up your mistakes. You think it's because he's trying to care if he's making him uncomfortable? Dude, he's just telling him the truth.
Even not responding to him in Spanish, just like that non-black Latin people love to do to black people.
Okay, this part pissed me the fuck off. Okay, first of all, you are lying. You are actually lying, or you literally skipped that part. Literally, the first thing that Miguel says to Miles is insult him in Spanish by basically saying, I don't care. Like, dude, you think you're being funny, like childish, like this is a game to you? You have no idea what you've gotten yourself into. Why are you saying he doesn't even give him the decency or respect to even address him in Spanish so that he doesn't feel like he's one of his own Latin, like he's not part of the Latin community? Bro, that's the first thing he says to him.
To let them know, like, you are not Spanish like me because you don't look the way that I want you to look.
What the fuck, dude? What the fuck is this? What do you mean that doesn't look like I want you to look? Like, did he roast his costume? Did he roast his hair? Dude, he just doesn't like Miles because he is a child. He literally tells him, and that's what, like, it sets, I think, Miles' breaking point, besides everyone knowing and being on the plan to basically stop Miles from trying to save his dad, is them calling him a kid. Because he is a kid. He's 15 years old in the movie. He's growing up. It's a coming of age story where he's coming onto his own and he's starting to figure out that you cannot be Spider-Man. You cannot carry the Spider-Man name without the word sacrifice, because that's what Spider-Man means. It's not about being uncomfortable. And you would think this woman would, I mean, I know I'm taking this way too seriously. I'm being that, like, nerd. Actually, guys, you're wrong, because, like, I don't mean to be that guy, but you would think this lady who watched the movie would know that the weight of the multiverse resting on Miguel's shoulders would be more important to Miguel, more important to everybody in general, than just how, he's making Miles feel uncomfortable. In this sense, like, we root for Miles, but he's in the wrong. He's in the wrong because he's willing to put the whole multiverse in jeopardy for his dad. That's why we feel the way we do. That's why we have that guttural reaction to hearing the truth. Not only that this is what needs to happen from Miguel, but from everyone else in realizing that they were in on the whole plan to stop Miles from saving his dad should he find out that that's what's going to happen. Did we even watch the same movie?
I'm sorry, I'm not arguing with you about how racist this man is if you're not an Afro-Latino who's brown skinned. Our experience is unique in that we have to prove to the world and our own people that we belong. Miguel is truly one of the only Spider-Man that don't belong, and he had the nerve to put the heat on Miles. It was comically easy for him to turn his white friends against this black man because he knew he would be deemed more trustworthy.
Imagine being a grown-ass woman and still trying to pretend or trying to make an argument that Miles Morales, the movie is about racism because one of the characters, the Spider-Man from 2099, doesn't like him or doesn't think he belongs, even though there's literally a bunch of other characters. I think one of the other Spider-Man is supposed to be from India, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know how this lady tries to pass this off as a discussion that needs to be had. That's about racism. First of all, Miguel O'Hara, if I'm not confused, he's Hispanic, right? The other Spider-Man, the Gwen Spider-Man or Spider-Gwen, I don't know, and the other Spider-Man from the last movie, they were white, but Miles is black. He's mixed, actually. I don't know why she made this about race. And there seems to be a lot of, I don't even want to call them normies, but there's these people who aren't even fans, who I've noticed have been trying to come into a bunch of fandoms, that have been trying to infiltrate a bunch of fandoms, not even just superheroes, but like video games, music in general, who aren't really fans, or people who just enjoy stuff normally, who then try to rewrite the meaning of our comic book, superhero, music, video game stories. This pisses me off to no end because you can't enjoy anything. It's not like you can enjoy anything for what it is, or if the writers, if the creators of the characters leave it open-ended, you're not allowed to have any, real meaningful discussion about what this character is, what they stand for, like the nuances of the character, if a character happens to be in the gray area as opposed to like straight white or black, right? Everything has to be about race. Everything has to be about politics. It's like, where did we hear this argument for the last Spider-Man movies that came out? Spider-Man No Way Home. I didn't hear this for Spider-Man 3 or 2. The Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, or the Homecoming one. It's like, why does it have to be about race, dude? Like, you guys annoy me to no end. I don't know. I feel like this person needs to be dunked down a little bit.
So 2 weeks ago, I watched black and white men unite to collectively call me all types of stupid and slurs because they hated my interpretation of a Marvel character.
Stop what you're doing and stop Spider-Man. Wait, you? Miles, the black one!
And today, I'm actually on the Marvel page. You haters will never win. Don't y'all get it? Don't y'all get it? I hate black women so much that when you saw an opinion that didn't resonate with you, it sent the entire comic internet into a downward spiral because they disagreed. Y'all were making up slurs to call me over a Marvel character. And now? Because as much as you hate to see us out here thriving, the people that matter do not care. In fact, they encourage it. Y'all, look at me.
There are so many people that can just that know they are lying about something, and they want to do it, make a video anyway, trying to race bait because they know it'll get the most attention and they know it'll make the most people mad.
Hi everyone.
Nobody liked it. I mean, everyone was dunking on her. Nobody was agreeing with her. But she had to be one of these types of like intellectuals. Like, she had to be smarter than you. Like, she was clearly not in the mood for being wrong, or not in the mood for maybe possibly accepting that there's another view about Spider-Man. There's no discussion. It's just about race. It's just about the racism in Spider-Man 2. And it's just like, dude, this is a cartoon movie. Just shut up and watch the movie. Nobody cares. Pay for your ticket, sit down, enjoy the movie, all right? Nobody wants to hear this Karen who thinks, oh, she's so enlightened that she understands the nuances that we don't of a Spider-Man character. Are you serious, dude? Are you kidding me right now?
All right, let's talk about white allyship and how in most cases, it's just words. We're on the topic of race and identity. Because it's written by people of color, they're willing to say the quiet part out loud, since it's clear that a lot of you guys have to be spoon-fed. Gwen did not look for a way to get back to Miles or to reconcile until she realized there was a loophole there to alleviate her white guilt.
Trying to think, but yeah, this is just a short video that I wanted to make because I have to rant about stuff that I hate. Stop trying to politicize Spider-Man. Stop trying to race bait Spider-Man. We know you're not real fans. We know you're not even a normal person who can enjoy something for what it is. You guys just want to seem like you're smarter than everyone else. And if we take it too seriously, then you guys backpedal and say, oh, why are you guys taking this so seriously, bro? It's like, shut up, okay? These people need. I wish dumb people could have like the Men in Black come visit, pay them a visit, and then just flash them with that thing so they forget what they were doing. I heard about apparently that the studio was gonna cancel the movie that was gonna come out in like next year or a year and a half. But they're apparently gonna take 3 years until the next movie can come out until 2026 because of some poor management. I don't know what's going on there, but if they're able to do this well with that much problems, I mean, props to them. And it must. I mean, I guess it sucks, and I feel bad for the team if they had to go through some issues. But thank you for putting out good Spider-Man content. Thank you for putting out good movies that people can just sit and enjoy. Honestly, I think that people should be allowed to enjoy Spider-Man, especially because, like I said, Spider-Man represented something greater than just a white kid or a black kid, who gets put down. He represented the idea that anybody could be a hero. The everyday hero could have been anyone under the mask. He could have been an adult. It could have been a kid. It could have been a teenager. It could have been your neighbor. It could have been someone you thought you hated, someone you thought you didn't get along with, and yet anybody could be the hero. And I refuse to let that be taken away from me by some wannabe smart people, some wannabe brainiacs, okay? We ain't gonna allow that to happen, because that's, what that is? That's kind of gay, all right?
All of a sudden I'd be trying to prove that I'm not crazy when I knew I wasn't crazy.
Right. As for me, I'm just gonna enjoy this Spider-Man, as it was intended to be, all right? That's the end of my rant.
Stay tuned for more videos. I recently have had the opportunity to make more videos, and I'm going to try to make more casual stuff in the beginning as I try to learn more stuff.
But just keep an eye out for that. Anyways, thank you for listening to me ramble about Spider-Man, nerd out, and get angry over this. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.